welcome you to the 2020 Iowa Beef Expo. We are starting our second century of Angus sales in Iowa today. So we're pretty excited about that. This is our first class of heifers. These are June and May born babies. First in is RNC LB Georgina 9777. She is owned by Lauren Barker and RNC Angus. Second is number 2, Plum Creek Pride 9517. She is owned by Amanda Anderson, Plum Creek Angus. Your lot 3 is a scratch. Your lot 4 is Gryman Blackbird Missy 1019, owned by Haley Gryman, Perry, Iowa. And number 5 in the ring is Hearts Blackbird Lass 9908 7910. Our judge today, he's in the ball cap, is Greg May. He's from Wisconsin. Let's give him a round of applause. And then we have several others, gentlemen, that are wandering around. What their job is they are the sale committee, and they put a value on the animal and help us set a sale order for tomorrow.
Morning. Welcome to the Iowa Beef Expo Angus sale cattle. Um, Get started this morning with a real nice class of heifers, and there's quite an age discrepancy in these calves. This heifer and the young lady in the green has is a June, competing against some of these older May heifers. That's a real attractive heifer there in third. But I got to start the class with this real powerful heifer this young man has. She coming towards you, you can see the width in her chest, and from the ground up, she's really sound and solid. She's got a lot of muscling ability in her, real feminine in her makeup, feminine up through her front end. Followed by a heifer that follows her real closely, real sound on the move, feminine up through her front end. Really good out through that top line. Like to maybe set her tail head down a tick, but a real solid pair of heifers to start the class with. The other two heifers here, like I said, the young lady with the green shirt gives up some performance against these older heifers, but a real high quality heifer. And the heifer here that follows, and these other two aren't in any specific order. She's a real big rib, high volume, feminine heifer, but a real high quality calf class to start the day with.
Your class winner and intermediate champion heifer went to Lot 4, Gryman's Blackbird Missy, 1019. She is consigned by Haley Gryman, Perry, Iowa, and reserve went to Plum Creek Pride, 9517. That is Lot 2, consigned by Amanda Anderson and Plum Creek Angus, Algona, Iowa. If anybody in that crowd did not get a program, supplement, or catalog, they should be, we've got them set out various places, and if not, I'll send somebody your way. In the ring right now is Class 2, Lot 6, TBD Erica 906, owned by TB Cattle, Tipton, Iowa. Lot 7, MRCC Princess 9002, owned by Gatlin Rogers, MRCC Cattle Company, Wilton, Iowa. Number 8, Schroeder Ruby 69, owned by Boyd Schroeder and Schroeder Angus. Number 9, CC Blackbird 904, owned by Garrett Coughlin, Blairstown, Iowa. Your lot 10 is a scratch. Your lot 11 is a scratch. 12 is going to be a sub. She's in a later class. And then last in the ring is lot 13, BH Rosa 109, owned by Ron Book, Luzerne, Iowa. for you guys at home. And if you couldn't make it, or you know your friends couldn't make it, this is being broadcast live on liveauctions.tv, their website, so you could stream it and watch it live.
A little more of a challenging class here. There's some heifers all the way from top to bottom that are that kind. I'm going to start the class with a heifer that really impressed me when she first came into the ring. She's really comfortable in her stride. She's clean up through that front end. She's got a lot of volume. She's got some top to her. She handles herself like a real female, and she's got some power to go with it. This heifer that I'm putting in second, she's the lightest heifer in the class, but she's really made right. She's comfortable in her spine. She's comfortable in her movement. She's got a nice long stride. She's feminine up through that front end. A little bit behind in condition than some of the other heifers in the class, but a really high quality heifer. The other heifers, there's a heifer out here that's extremely thick and well balanced. Another heifer here that's extremely feminine in her makeup with a lot of growth and potential. Another heifer there, another real thick-made heifer, big bone, good stride, a real nice class of heifers.
Okay, first place in your class 9 went to, or in class 2 was lot 9, CC Blackbird 904, consigned by Garrett Coughlin, Blairstown, Iowa. Second in that class went to lot 7. That is MRCC Princess 9002, consigned by Gatlin Rogers, MRCC, Wilton, Iowa. We'll now be showing class 3. First in the ring is lot 14, RN DJ Primo Junebug, consigned by Robert White in RN DJ Farms, Postville, Iowa. Second in is lot 15, RN DJ Georgina Impression, consigned by RN DJ Farms, Postville, Iowa. Lot 16 is third in, MRCC Princess 9001, consigned by Hannah Rogers, MRCC Wilton, Iowa. Then next in is your 12X, and that is a substitute lot. That is in your substitute packet. That is CB Proven Queen 919. Again, that is 12X, consigned by Cassidy Becker, Diagonal, Iowa. Lot 17, CC Proven Queen 903, consigned by Garrett Coughlin, Blairstown, Iowa. Lot 18, BAF Niagara's Girl, B902, consigned by James Bissinger, Monmouth, Iowa. Lot 19, Tri-K Georgina Carino, G59, consigned by Tri-K Cattle Company, Waverly, Iowa. And lot 20, CC Spartan, 86 RG, consigned by Clayton Hester, New Sharon, Iowa.
really another real challenging class. There's a lot of quality in this ring from top to bottom. I'm going to start with a heifer that I feel kind of puts it all together. She's a long-sided feminine heifer, really gets out and covers her stride. She's deep enough in that rib, but she's not excessive. She's got a lot of potential going forward. I think the heifer is in ideal condition for this time of year, and I think going forward, there's a heifer that can be fed and go on and do something later, followed by a heifer that real similar in condition, just gives up a little bit of that stifle that the top heifer has, and is, again, she's a little bit greener than some of the heifers in the class, but really a nice solid heifer that going forward, she's going to have a lot of potential. Going down through the rest of the classes, young lady here in the yellow shirt, that heifer's was really in contention here, but I just not as comfortable with her off her hind legs. But what a tremendous big volume, big capacity heifer that just couldn't get into the top two. Going forward here, we've got some heifers down the line that are excellent in their makeup. They're great in their conformation. They're excellent in their condition. Just some heifers that just couldn't quite compete with those top two today.
We are now picking our late junior calf champion female, and in contention is lot 9, owned by Garrett Coughlin, CC Blackbird 904. She was the winner in the first class. And then second in that class was MRCC Princess 9002. That was lot 7. First place in class 3 was 12X. Again, that's on your substitute pages. That is CB Proven Queen 919, owned by Cassidy Becker. And second in that class was number 17, also owned by Garrett Coughlin, CC Proven Queen 903. While I have a couple minutes, I did want to introduce our 2020 Miss Iowa Angus. It's Allie Bieber of Waukon, Iowa. Her parents are Ed and Amy Bieber, and Allie is a junior at Waukon High School. Let's give Allie a round of applause. She's doing an excellent job. Our 2020 princess is Miss Lexi Knapp, daughter of Brian and Carla Knapp of Bloomfield, Iowa. She is also a junior at Davis County High School. Let's give her a round of applause and welcome her today. Thank you, girls.
Let's give this division a good round of applause. There's been an awful lot of high quality cattle that came through the ring here in these few classes. And there's some cattle in here that I think going forward are going to be competitive throughout the summer. I kind of know what I want to do here, and let me just say that that it's pretty close, not even on the second places for reserve. But I'm going to stick with our two class winners. And you can kind of take them either way you want to. But today I'm going to start with the young man up here in first and the young lady for second for champion and reserve. Both real high quality heifers, both heifers that are going to, I think are going to go on and have potential to be successful all year.
Your late junior calf champion female went to CC Blackbird 904, consigned by Garrett Coughlin, Blairstown, Iowa. And reserve went to 12X, consigned by Cassidy Becker, CB Proven Queen 919. In the ring is Class 4. First in is J.A. Queen Peggy 9480, consigned by Jacobson Angus. Second in is BHA 134 Miss Ann 9509. That is lot 22, consigned by Hill Inc. and Breeze Hill Angus. Lot 23 is also consigned by Hill Inc. and Breeze Hill Angus. BHA 134 Miss Ann 9508. Then we go to a substitute, which is 30X. That is Stonehouse Aberdeen 603, consigned by Zoe Moritz, Fairfield, Iowa. Then number 24, Jensen's Shadow 934 of FAF. That's consigned by Cale Jensen and Jensen Angus. Lot 25, Cook Forever Lady 911, consigned by Cook Angus Farm, Columbus Junction. Number 26, J.A. Blackbird 9259, consigned by Jacobson Angus, Galva, Iowa. And number 27, Schroeder Carmen 2269, consigned by Lauren Schroeder, Schroeder Angus.
another challenging class. I think the heifer that I'm starting with, she hit me hard right when she came in the ring. She has that ring presence. She's one of the bigger heifers in the class, but still one of the most soundest, athletic, feminine, deep-bodied, high-quality heifer. I really like the way she feels out through that shoulder and holds her together so well in the heart. And she keeps that tail head down, which we see some of that going on in the Angus business nowadays. But to have a heifer this big, this deep, this smooth, that's an awful nice heifer to win the class. The second place is a little more challenging. This heifer here, from end to end, you wonder which one would you want to make a cow out of. She gives up some of the performance that some of the bigger heifers in this class have, but she's really sharp out through her front end. She's smooth in through that shoulder. She's real athletic on the move. She's real comfortable in her stride. Real high quality heifer to stand second. Going down through the line here, there's a lot of feminine heifers. They're deep-bodied heifers. There are a couple, 2, 3 real high-performance heifers. There's the young man that came in last in the class. That's a really high-quality heifer. Just gives up a little bit more of the performance at some of these on the top end, but she's going to make a tremendous cow for somebody. But a real nice, challenging class.
Thank you, Judge Greg. First in that class went to number 24, Jensen Shadow 934 of FAF. She is consigned by K.L. Jensen Angus, Plainfield. Second went to lot 22, BHA 134, Miss Ann 9509, exhibited by Hill Inc. and Breeze Hill Angus, Cambridge, Iowa. We are now showing class 6. First in is number 28, HC Forever Lady 909. Number 29, CB Jilt 906. Lot 31, Swenson Envious Blackbird 719, consigned by Swenson Angus, Radcliffe, Iowa. Lot 32, Tri-K Kaga Kilobar G56, consigned by Tri-K Cattle Company, Waverly, Iowa. Lot 33, Double B Violet 1901, consigned by Double B Angus, Manson, Iowa. Number 34, PAF Miss Rhonda 90, consigned by Anna Paulsrud Angus. And lot 35, O'Neill's Royal Lady 165, consigned by O'Neill Angus Farm, Logan, Iowa. I would at this time like to thank my sale committee that's helping today. There's 3 gentlemen plus our judge. We have Jean Dorn, Greg Wood, and Dave Sweeney. They're a very integral part, and I would like to thank them for helping us get our sale order done for tomorrow. Let's give them a round of applause.
another real competitive class, these January heifers, and there's certainly some differences in them. I think the heifer that I'm starting the class out just kind of puts it all together. She isn't the highest performing heifer in the class, but she darn sure is the neatest. She's the coolest in her makeup. She gets around the ring real comfortably. Really like the shape of her rib, both from front to back. She get behind her. She's got plenty of width and dimension down through her top. Really a nice heifer to start the class. We got some heifers, some higher performance heifers in the class, and this heifer that I'm going to come out with second is when you look at the whole class and you think about which one would you want to make a cow of out of the ones that are ref. And this heifer has a lot of cow written on her. She's powerful from end to end. She's comfortable in her stride. She's extremely long-bodied, not as feminine as the top heifer or maybe even some of the other heifers in the class, but a real high-quality heifer to stand second. You go down through the class, and there's some differences in them. Which ones would you want to make a cow out of? Which one would you let her campaign through the year? There's a real high-performance heifer with the young lady walking out. I really like her, just not quite as clean up through her front end as some of the other heifers, but a real high-quality class heifers from top to bottom.
We are now showing for our early junior heifer calf champion female. In contention is lot 24. She was first. That is owned by Cale Jensen. Jensen's Shadow 934 of FAF. Second in that class went to lot 22, BHA 134, Miss Ann 9509. And then in their class 6 in contention, first was CB Jilt 906, consigned by Cassidy Becker. And second was owned by O'Neill Angus. O'Neill's Royal Lady 165, that is lot 35.
Before I picked this division, I guess I'd say I'm awful impressed by the quality that came out here today, and I'm excited to see the first and second heifers back, and I like each and every one of them. We've got some differences in our top end. In the top end of these two classes, there's a heifer from the first class is big and powerful and feminine and big bone. The heifer from the second class is just feminine and deep-bodied and good in her lines, strong in her top, just a really attractive heifer. So I have to make a decision. If I were going to take them home today, I'm going to start with the young man up here from the first class and follow with the young lady from the second class. Let's give these guys a nice round of applause for really high-quality heifers.
In that last division, your early junior calf champion female went to lot 24, Jensen Shadow 934 of FAF, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus, Plainfield, Iowa. And reserve was lot 29, CB Jilt 906, consigned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus, Diagonal, Iowa. Now entering our ring is the start of our fall division. First in the ring is lot 36, CB Rita 1806. 36 is J&J Erica 92, consigned by John Rash, Union, Iowa. Then 37 is in next, CB Rita 1806, consigned by Colby Bacon, Double B Angus, Manson, Iowa. Lot 38, Moorfield Peggy 928, consigned by Kevin Moorfield, West Point, Iowa. And lot 39, KAF Miss Blackbird 849 412, consigned by Kylie Knopp Angus, Ida Grove, Iowa.
This doesn't get any easier as the day goes on. There's a lot of decisions that have to be made, but these two heifers that I'm going to start with are real similar in their kind. They're really balanced in their makeup. They're straight from head to toe, they're long-bodied, and you know, these are December heifers, and there's not any of them in here that are too small. So these first two heifers go together real well, and that's just kind of the way I'm going to start with them today. The first heifer over the second heifer, she's a little bit better up through her pins, a little bit stronger down through her top, but still plenty feminine up through her front end, and a real nice cow prospect. Heifer we have in second follows her real close. Gives up when she gets on the move. She's not uncomfortable on her spine. She likes to roach a tick, but a real sound, high quality heifer. Going down through the rest of the class, we've got a tremendously high volume, high performance heifer that stands there. I just like to, when she came in, she was going to be the one. She just, for a December heifer, she's carrying a little bit extra chest in her, but boy, that's going to make a tremendous cow for somebody. The lighter heifer in the class too, real high quality heifer. Just got in with some heifers that were just a little more show ready. The young man in the ring, he thought he was going to get away with the only one in the class and just come in here and walk out. We're going to make him work for it. And for those of you in the crowd that may not have agreed with me at all today, maybe we can agree on this one. This is a real high quality heifer this young man has. And the reason I wanted to see her walk, because on the stand, she kind of puts it all together. But when she gets out and moves around the ring, she really does put it all together. She's long in her stride. She's powerful in her makeup. Plus, she's extremely feminine up through that front end. So congratulations to this guy. Brings the only one in the class and made me get one class right today. in this fall division. The quality, there weren't a lot of them, but the quality ran deep, and I think I'm real happy with the ones I have out here. There's certainly some cow makers out here, the kind of cattle that'll go on and produce the kind of cattle that'll just keep getting better with the right combinations and the right genetics. I'm going to start with our older heifer out here, the young man in the red hat. This heifer, when she came in, she really puts it all together. She's not only sound, she's feminine, she's also real powerful. And the young man with the winner in the first class going to follow her, gives up a little more stature. I like a little bit bigger cattle most of the time, and she's certainly well deserving of reserve. The young lady leaving with the second place in that first class, that was an awful tight pair, so if you're looking for something for this age, you can buy it with confidence.
Okay, your senior heifer calf champion went to number 40, KAF Miss Empress, 848-439, consigned by Knopp Angus Farms, Ida Grove, Iowa. And reserve went to Moorfield Peggy, 928, consigned by Kevin Moorfield, West Point, Iowa. In the ring right now is our first class of bred females. That is lot 41, Warner Bonnie, 8148, consigned by Jim and Ann Warner. Lot 42, BH Rosa, 1008 or 108, owned by Ron Book, Luzerne, Iowa. 43, BH Lotto Pride, 38, consigned by Ron Book, Luzerne, Iowa. 44, Warner Blackcap, 8085, owned by Jim and Ann Warner. 45, Warner Autumn, 8038, consigned by Jim and Ann Warner, Diagonal, Iowa. Lot 46, Warner Blackcap, 8038.
Really a nice set of bred heifers here in the March yearling class. I'm going to start with a heifer that I think is kind of a standout here as far as her type and kind. She's extremely roomy out through that center section of her body. She's extremely jack-fronted up through that front end. She's cool-made. She's real comfortable in her movement. She's good from the ground up. Really a solid set of feet and legs on her. Just a real nice heifer to start the class. Next heifer follows real close, except she just doesn't quite have that rib shape that our top heifer has. Really a broody kind of cow. She's real comfortable in her movement. She's extremely long body, just like several of the heifers in this class. These heifers are bred up tight. They're high quality. They've got enough growth. They're sound enough. Just a real nice set of bred heifers.
First place in that Class 9 went to lot 42, BH Lotto Pride, 38. And, no, I'm sorry, BH Rosa, 108. That's lot 42, Ron Book, Luzerne, Iowa. Second was lot 45, Warner Autumn, 8038, consigned by Jim and Ann Warner, Diagonal, Iowa. That was the second place. We're now showing Class 10, our second set of bred heifers.
really a unique class of heifers here. I'm going to start with a heifer that really overpowers the rest of the class as far as performance and size and stature. This heifer weighs 1766, getting about big enough, but I like the way she's made. She's extremely deep bodied. She's smooth through her shoulder. She's feminine in her makeup. She's due in March. She's really coming, looks like she's coming with a beautiful udder. She's good, big, round, solid foot on her. Just a real powerful heifer to start this class. The heifer that I'm going to follow her with, extremely long-bodied, feminine in her makeup, really going to be a gorgeous cow. Just gives up some of that overall rib shape that our top heifer has today, but a real nice, powerful heifer. The heifer that's coming out here, last heifer in the class, really springing up nice, getting ready to calve pretty quick, but another real high quality bred heifer to be in your sale tomorrow.
First place in our last class of heifers, class 10, went to number 48, Jim Beauty 81F, consigned by Casey Bradshaw and Jim Angus. Second went to number 47, PAF Miss Bridget 82, consigned by Jordan Paulsrud Angus. As we're getting ready to pick this division, I want to take the opportunity to thank our ringmen. I got the 3 best looking ringmen I've ever had, I'm not gonna lie. I've got Miss Maggie Moss, Brandy Clausen, and my usual that does an awesome job, Miss Sis Gryman. Thanks, guys.
Pretty impressive lineup of bred heifers. I think that from end to end you could make cows out of any one of these. Extremely good high performance kind of cows. When you get up in our 2 first class winners, there's some differences in them, and I said earlier I like big cattle. I like big cattle, but I like big cattle that are going to stay in the pasture for 10, 15 years. 20 might be an exaggeration, but something that's going to have some longevity, something that's going to perform for you each year, and something that's going to give you a high quality calf. And on these 2 here, I really like the makeup on both of them. I'm going to have to be a little bit critical on our the winner of our second class, and her condition, I just think maybe just a tick to excess, and how she's going to melt down, and will she be able to stand up in the long haul. But really, a high, powerful heifer. You'd probably even look at her as a donor when you really get looking at her. But I'm going to start with a young man here that won our first class and follow with the young lady with the second class.
Yep. Your junior champion female went to lot 42, BH Rosa 108. And reserve went to 48, owned by Casey Bradshaw and Jim Angus, Jim Beauty 81F. We'll now be showing our grand champion female.
At this time, while we're lining up for the grand champion female, we get all those heifers going. I'd like to introduce a friend of mine that's here today, Congressman David Young from Van Meter. Congressman's right over here to my right. He's candidate for 3rd District in the U.S. House of Representatives. Thank you for coming today, and thank you for supporting agriculture, Congressman.
In contention for your grand champion female is lot 4, Gryman Blackbird Missy 1019. She was your intermediate champion female. Reserve in that division was lot 2, Plum Creek Pride 9517, owned by Amanda Anderson, Plum Creek. In your late junior calf champion female is lot 9, CC Blackbird 904, consigned by Garrett Coughlin. And then your substitute of 12X was reserve in that division, CB Queen 919. Then we go on to your early junior calf champion, and that is number 24, owned by Cale Jensen. Jensen Shadow 934 of FAF, and reserve in that division was 29, which is CB Jilt 906, owned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus. We then went to our senior champion female, which was number 40, KAF Miss Empress 848 439, consigned by Knopp Angus Farms, Ida Grove, Iowa. Reserve in that division was lot 38, Moorfield Peggy 928, consigned by Kevin Moorfield, West Point, Iowa. Then your last division of the day for heifers was your junior champion. That was lot 42, BH Rosa 108, consigned by Ron Book, Luzerne, Iowa. And reserve was 48, Jim Beauty 81F, consigned by Casey Bradshaw and Jim Angus, Gladbrook, Iowa. For you guys around the ring and are looking for heifers, do not forget that if these heifers are marked in the catalog or on the supplement, they are eligible for this futurity, which is the consigners put money in, and if they bring these heifers back to the preview and to the state fair, they have money eligible. One of them, there's up to $1,000 for the preview one and $500 for the state fair. So it's an important thing, and make sure you note in your catalog or on your supplement that these heifers would be eligible for the futurity. Thank you.
Before I pick your champion heifer, I'd like to thank the exhibitors for bringing out such a high-quality set of heifers. Let's give these exhibitors a nice round of applause. There's several heifers in here, and I've seen all day that will be, can be, and certainly are competitive. I like the condition of the heifers I have in the ring. I like the femininity. I like the soundness. I like the structure. I think going forward, you could say we're looking at some donors out here that'll go on and improve anybody's herd. And I think tomorrow, as you get an opportunity to bid on them, I think you can be comfortable with any one of them and anything in the show, actually. It's a real close call for me here today, and again, it's just one man's opinion, and I'm gonna kind of leave it at that and go out here and pick the one I'd like to take home today.
Your champion Angus female was lot 24, owned by Cale Jensen. She is Jensen Shadow 934 of FAF. She is consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus, Plainfield, Iowa. Now in contention is number 29. That is CB Jilt 906, owned by Cassidy Becker.
When I picked your champion heifer, I really liked her, and I really wanted to get that second place one out from that division because she stuck in my mind all day as one that's so complete and so solid and feminine, big enough, extremely athletic in her movement, just a really high quality heifer. But when I get them out here, I think that there's some differences, and I'm going to stick with the young man out of the second class for reserve.
Reserve went to number 9, which would be CC Blackbird 904, consigned by Garrett Coughlin, Blairstown, Iowa. Thank you and congratulations. We will have a short break while the judge goes and gets his picture taken. So we will have a mini break before we start bowls. We are now ready to start our bull show. First in is Class 11, Lot 51, G&E Bankroll 4910, consigned by Richard Bieber and Sons, Waukon, Iowa. The Lot 52 bull is a scratch. So we then have Lot 53, Moffett Insight 1905, consigned by Moffett Farms, Colfax, Iowa. Again, your Lot 52 is a scratch.
Real nice way to start our bull show today with some March bull calves. This bull here that we're going to start the class with weighs 1270. That's a powerful weight for a March calf. And you see him stand there, see this muscle up down through his top and what he carries down through that lower quarter. See that you get behind him, and he's extremely big, well developed successfully. He's clean up through that throat and neck. Really a powerful bull to start this class. Young bull in second, he gives up some the show condition, but certainly a well-made bull, a bull that'll probably handle himself real well this summer.
Your late junior bull calf champion was Lot 53, Moffett Insight 1905. Your reserve was Lot 51, G&E Bankroll 4910, consigned by Richard Bieber and Sons, Waukon, Iowa. Now entering the ring is Class 12, Lot 54, Hart's Casino 943, 439, consigned by Gatlin Rogers, Hart's Angus. You can bring that in. Lot 55, EA Southern Charm 678, consigned by Destiny Needbit, Marble Rock, Iowa. Lot 56, JA Acclaim 9614, consigned by Jacobson Angus, Galva, Iowa. Lot 57, JA Acclaim 9550, consigned by Jacobson Angus, Galva, Iowa. Lot 58, RNC Deppy Exceptional JB 1619, consigned by Jordan Angus, RNC Angus, Monticello, Iowa.
an interesting class of bulls here. There's certainly some difference in kind and quality. I think and size too, and the scrotal from. There's just a tremendous amount of difference in them. I'm going to put the young lady's bull on top here that kind of puts it all together. I really, really like his rib shape. I like his stride. I like the way he's put together up through that shoulder. He's really a big, long hip kind of bull. A bull that kind of comes to the top of this class pretty easy. The bull here in second, a little more higher performance kind of bull. He's strong out through his top. He doesn't, he didn't hit the ground with as good a feet and legs as our top bull, but a bull with a tremendous amount of performance. Great big testicular measurement. I got bull that's going to cover a lot of cows and pretty deserving a second in that class. The rest of these bulls too are pretty darn similar in their kind. They're long-bodied, big top, sound-moving kind of cattle. Just not quite as high a quality as the top two. The young lady with the green shirt on there, that's a real typey, high-quality bull. Just gives up way too much performance in this class to stand any better. But if you've got enough power in your cows, that's an extremely good bull to look for.
Okay, first place in class 12 went to number 54. That is Hart's Casino 943 439, consigned by Gatlin Rogers, Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa. Lot 57, J.A. Acclaim 9550, consigned by Jacobson Angus, Galva, Iowa. That was number 57, was second. Now entering the ring is class 13, early February bulls. Lot 61, Swenson Sky High 1319, consigned by Swenson Angus, Radcliffe, Iowa. Lot 62, CB Sky High 910, consigned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus. Lot 64, Long's Maximus G13, consigned by Long Scimitals, Creston, Iowa. Lot 65, Long's Apollo G15, consigned by Long Scimitals, Creston, Iowa. Lot 66, Hart Straight Shooter 9154, consigned by Hannah Rogers, Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa. Lot 67, EA Acclaim 2C, consigned by Destiny Nebit, Marble Rock, Iowa.
really a competitive class of bulls I'm looking at here right now. I think that there's differences in types and kinds and quality and condition from head to toe, and there's a bull in here for everybody. I'm going to start with the bull up here in front the young lady has. Really probably the best balanced bull, the most athletic bull in the class. He's smooth in his makeup. He's really jack-fronted up through that front end. Going to be an awful nice producer of females out through the herd. He's really good in his underline, extremely big in his testicular development. Really a high-quality bull to start the class. Now, he's not the thickest bull in the class. I'm not sure the second bull's the thickest bull in the class, but here's a real powerful young bull here in second. He's good on his feet and legs. He's extremely roomy out through the center of his body. He just isn't traveling quite as well as our top bull today. Gives up a little bit of length of spine that our top bull has, but another real high quality bull. Going down through the line, there's some bulls here for everybody. It's really close. This bull coming out next year just gives up a little condition that some of the other bulls have, but a really high quality bull. Another real powerful bull coming around here, just didn't quite get over that second bull, but he's a real nice kind of bull, just going all the way down through the line. They're sound, they're productive. I think you can find a bull in here for just about anybody.
Okay, first place in Class 11 went to 62, CB Sky High 910, consigned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus, Diagonal, Iowa. Second went to Long's Apollo G15, that is your lot 65, consigned by Long's Simmental, Creston, Iowa. We're now showing for our intermediate junior bull calf champion. That is the winner of Class 12, which is number 54. Hart's Casino 943, 439, consigned by Gatlin Rogers and Hartzell Angus. And lot 57 was second in that class. J.A. Acclaim 9550, consigned by Jacobson Angus, Galva, Iowa. Then we go back to class 13. First was 62, CB Sky High 910. Consigned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus, and lot 65 was second. Long's Apollo, G15, consigned by Long's Simmental, Creston, Iowa. Again, this is for your intermediate junior bull calf champion.
really nice lineup of bulls here. I think as you look at it from end to end and you analyze the quality and the difference actually in types and kind, you're going to find something for everybody. I think of these 4 bulls that you can be comfortable in their soundness, and then from there you kind of have to look and see what you think you would want to use to take home and put on your herd. Now they got the bull here that won the first class, extremely deep-bodied, extremely long in his stride. He's a clean-fronted bull, gives up a little bit of length to the winner in our second class, but he's sure a powerful bull when you get behind him. The bull that won the second class is kind of deceiving from the crowd, but you get on him, and he's extremely long-quartered. He's thick through his makeup, and he's strong down through his top. He's going to be the winner of this. The young lady in second class is going to win this division, and the young lady in first is going to be reserve.
Okay, now entering is your class 14. And again, your intermediate junior bull was lot 62, CB Sky High 910, consigned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus, Diagonal, Iowa. And reserve went to 54, Hearts Casino 943, 439, consigned by Gatlin Rogers and Hartzell Angus. Entering the ring is 64, Entering the ring is class 14, lot 68, KLB Brilliance, 9401, consigned by Brant Farms, Corning, Iowa. Lot 69, RNDJ Next Power, consigned by Jacob White, RNDJ Farms, Postville, Iowa. Lot 70 is a scratch. Lot 71, EA Acclaim 121, consigned by Destiny Nebit, Marble Rock, Iowa. Lot 72, PAF Hot Lotto 92, consigned by Jordan Paulsrud and Paulsrud Angus, Danbury, Iowa. Lot 73, Cook High Tech 907, consigned by Cook Angus Farms, Columbus Junction, Iowa. And lot 74, Swenson Sky High 1019, consigned by Swenson Angus of Radcliffe, Iowa. That is your class 14.
real interesting class of bulls here, and the quality runs from top to bottom. There's some differences in them, but the quality runs awful deep. This bull here is a January bull weighing over 1,600. He doesn't look like it. He doesn't show it. This is the kind of bull I could sell all day long. Long-bodied, big-footed, isn't extreme in any manner, shape, or form, but just a well-balanced bull, and he probably wouldn't scan much more than a light steer. The second bull that second place was a little closer placing for me. I like the way this bull carries himself down over the turn of his top. I like the way he gets out and moves. He likes to hold his head real proud. Really a square hip bull, has some stifle in him. You get behind him, you really got to appreciate him. But a really high quality bull to get to stand second. As you go down through the class, there's some weight differences, there's some type and kind difference, and there's some real high performance cattle, but cattle are really designed well. They get around, they travel well. This bunch of bulls will handle a lot of cattle.
Okay, in class 14, the winner of that class was PAF Hot Lotto 92, consigned by Jordan Paulsrud Angus, Danbury, Iowa. And second was lot 74, Swinson Sky High 1019, consigned by Swinson Angus, Radcliffe, Iowa. We're now showing class 15. That is lot 76, Jensen Gemstone 914, Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus, and then 63X is in here, and that is Jensen Blue Chip 913, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus. Then lot 77 is Cook Epic 903, consigned by Cook Angus Farms, Columbus Junction. Lot 78, Tri-K Acclaim Croc G6 is consigned by Tri-K Cattle Company, Waverly, Iowa. Then 79, O'Neill's Counterweight, consigned by O'Neill Angus, Logan, Iowa. Lot 80, CB Insight 903, consigned by Cassidy Becker, Becker Angus. Lot 81, PAF Banknote 91, consigned by Robert Paulsrud, Paulsrud Angus, Danbury, Iowa. And lot 82, HC Insight 901, consigned by Colton Haig, Gowrie, Iowa. This is your early January bulls.
Really a powerful set of January bulls here. They're, like I've said in the past, there's certainly some differences in them. I think I found the right bull here to start the class. When you see these top two bulls move around, this first bull just a little better ended. He's just a little bit longer, more comfortable in his stride. He's good in his underline. He holds out his front end up real well. A bull like an extremely long Angus type, long quarter. A real powerful kind of bull to start the class. The bull that follows him gives up a little bit of that power when you get behind him, but he's extremely comfortable in his move. He's extremely clean, well made up through that front end. That first bull probably outpowers this bull when you get down toward the front and the rear part of his rib, but two real quality bulls to start this class. As you go down through here, there's some differences in pounds, there's some difference in development, condition, but there's not a bull in this class that wouldn't go out and make an excellent herd sire. So look at these bulls real careful, and whatever one fits your needs, I'm sure they'll work for you.
Okay, in class 15, first place went to 76, which was Jensen Gemstone 914, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus, Plainfield, Iowa, lot 76. Second went to Jensen Blue Chip 913, consigned by Jensen Angus and Cale Jensen. Again, that was 63X. So now in contention for your early junior bull is lot 76, or first one is 72 in there. That would have been your winner of class 14. PAF Hot Lotto 92. Second was Swenson Sky High 1019, consigned by Swenson Angus, Radcliffe, Iowa. Then we go to lot 76. He was first in class 15. Jensen Gemstone 914, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus. And second was your 63X, which is on your supplement sheet, Jensen Blue Chip 913. We are showing early junior bull calf champion.
before I pick your champion in this division, I'd like to make a few notes here that there's an extremely a lot of quality here in the ring, and not only in the ring, but in this whole division. And there's some bulls out here that when you get behind them, they're extremely powerful, big-butted, heavy-muscled kind of cattle, but still athletic enough to get around. And to me, that isn't the Angus breed's role in this world. Angus is the mother breed, the breed you can eat. So you kind of got to take the muscle and you take it on a real nice package, but it isn't the final derivative in selecting a bull. I like muscle as much as anybody, but I like soundness, I like correctness, I like a cool look to them. So in our top two classes here, we've got kind of an awful big difference in type and kind. And regardless what I just said, I'm going to go out and pick my top two that might go against it, but don't go looking for all your bulls having to have the biggest butt in the country, and just keep in mind what the Angus cattle are put on earth here to do.
Okay, your early junior bowl champion was lot 76, Jensen Gemstone 914, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus, and reserve was 63X, Jensen Blue Chip 913, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus. Okay, we'll now be starting our senior bull calf division, and in that is lot 50X. That is on your supplement. That's O'Neill's Sensation 3888. He is at 1220 at 2018, consigned by O'Neill Angus. Next in is 84 KAF Renegade 851 920. Lot 85 is a scratch. Lot 86 is O'Neill's Trademark, consigned by O'Neill Angus Farm, Logan, Iowa. And lot 87, Hearts Bright Lights, 8942 639, consigned by Hannah Rogers, Hartzell Angus. That is your Class 16 lineup.
there's certainly a contrast and difference in these top two bulls that I've selected. The young lady with the blue sweater has a powerful, powerful animal, and as heavy as he may be and as thick and stout as he may be, he gets around the ring with a considerable amount of ease. He's good in his underline, he's strong in his top, he's proud in his front end, extremely thick and stout down through the center of his body. Really powerful bull. And the bull we have here in second, 1,600 pounds, and that's a lot of pounds for a January bull, and you don't see it on him. He's extremely long, extremely up-headed, really comfortable in the ring. Like to give him a little more rib shape, a little more depth of body to get up any higher today. The other two bulls are awful close from them getting into the top. The quality is there, performance wasn't quite there, but really high quality class of bulls.
Okay, first in that class was Heart's Bright Light, 8942, 639, consigned by Hannah Rogers and Hartzell Angus. That is lot 87. Second was O'Neill's Trademark, consigned by O'Neill Angus Farm, Logan, Iowa. That was lot 86. We are now showing early fall bulls, starting with lot 88, Plum Creek Insight, 8233. Owned by Matt Anderson and Plum Creek Angus. Lot 91, Hart's Dixie Casino, 831 Y731, consigned by Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa. And lot 92, Tri-K 316 Capital F36, consigned by Tri-K Cattle Company, Waverly, Iowa.
These senior bulls are pretty powerful. Take a look at them when they leave the ring here. We're starting with a bull that is beating an awful good bull. Now, this bull here just exceeds in so many ways. He's extremely deep through the center of his body, long from hooks to pins. He's tight up through that throat. And he's really got some excessive bone, but in a good way. He's good jointed. He's comfortable in his stride, good round foot on him. And he beat an awful good bull here. This bull here in second balances up so well, just gives up some of that rib shape that the top bull has to beat him today. But either one of those bulls, you pick your favorite. I'm going to take that deeper bodied one today. The other bull in the class, really a high performance kind of bull. He's extremely good down through his top. He just got up against a couple pretty powerful bulls today.
We're now picking our senior bull calf champion. In contention is lot 87 out of that first class, and that is Hearts Bright Lights 8942 639, consigned by Hannah Rogers, Hartzell's Angus, Moscow, Iowa. Second in that class was 86, O'Neill's Trademark, owned by O'Neill Angus, Logan, Iowa. In class 17 was lot 88, Plum Creek Insight 8233, consigned by Matt Anderson, Plum Creek, Algona, Iowa. And 91 was second, Hearts Dixie Casino 831 Y731, consigned by Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa.
Before I pick this division winner, I want you to, from the sidelines, to look at the quality here, and you think of their age and what it takes to keep a bull around in the barn this long and to bring him out in a ring like this in this kind of condition. I think I'd have to say I'm really impressed by the bulls in this division. I think that there's a couple that I like better than the others. But if you look at these four bulls here, there should be a bull for everybody. They've got some thickness, they've got some balance, they've got some structure, they've got some stretch. They bring a lot of different things to the table. So I'm going to go out and pick my two favorite right now, and you guys can mark in your own mind which ones you like, but you're looking at four awful nice bulls.
Your senior bull calf champion was lot 88, consigned by Matt Anderson, Plum Creek Angus, Algona, Iowa, Plum Creek Insight 8233. And reserve went to Hart's Dixie Casino 831 Y 731, consigned by Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa. Okay, your Class 18 bull is our only intermediate champion, intermediate bull. That is RNC Cattleman's Class 8117, consigned by Lauren Barker, RNC Angus, Monticello, Iowa. That is lot 94. He will also be your intermediate champion bull.
Young lady with this May yearling, she's a single in the class, but you analyze this bull from front to rear, and he's extremely sound. He's extremely lean in his makeup. And this bull has tremendous amount of growth power, but a bull that you really kind of like his type and kind. So congratulations to her, and she can come back here in a little while, see if she can get along as well. Just leave them where they're standing there, gentlemen. 2-year-old bulls, there'll be 2 in March, both weighing over a ton. You know, if you're at home selling bulls, and if you can't sell these kind of bulls, then you need to find something else to do. And there's some differences in them. But I'm going to start with the young man down here on the right. This is an extremely powerful bull from end to end. I really like his rib shape from the second bull. I like how smooth he is for his shoulder. I like the way he throws his head up, and he acts pretty cocky, and you get behind him, he's extremely solid. The bull in second, really good in his lines, extremely straight top, really a good profiling bull. Gives up a little of the stifle that our top bull has, but 2 real good, powerful 2-year-olds.
First place went to lot 95, Double C High Country 20 WF. That's owned by Double C Stock Farm, New Sharon, Iowa. Second went to J&J Conversation 813, owned by Anniston Rash, Union, Iowa. We're now showing our last class of the day. That's our older 2-year-old bulls. That's class 20. First in is 97, WWA Thunder Rolls W87852, consigned by Wishing Well Angus, Columbus Junction, Iowa. And next in is Bradshaw's Inside 8939, that is lot 98, consigned by Danny Bradshaw, Bradshaw Angus, Hubbard, Iowa.
Pair of real nice, powerful 2-year-old bulls. I'm going to start with the young lady's bull. Just a little more to that bull. Look at how straight he is in his lines, how clean he is in his underline, and what a powerful herd bull that is. In excellent condition. He's not going to melt down. He's just in perfect breeding condition. A really high quality bull. The bull in second just gives up some pounds. I think he's a couple 100 pounds behind, but again, a good straight line bull, clean in his underline, likes to get around. 2 real nice quality bulls.
Okay, first place in that class went to lot 98, Bradshaw's Insight, 8939, and second went to WWA Thunder Rolls, W852. We're now showing for your junior champion bull. In that is the winner of class 19, which was 95, Double C High Country 20 WF, and second was J&J Conversation 813. And then we went to class 20, 98, Bradshaw's Insight 8939, and second WWA Thunder Rolls W852. Again, this is for your junior champion bull.
In our 2-year-old division here, there's 4 bulls out here that are ready to go to work for you at any time, and they're in excellent condition. I think that you can take any one of these bulls and take them home and use them with comfort. Our top 2 are 2 class winners. There's a lot of difference in them, and there's some things that you like about both of them, but then there's some things that you have to decide is too much is too much stretch, too much elevation, too much thickness, too much muscle. I'm going to kind of go against my trend here today a little bit. I'm going to pick the young lady from the second class to be your champion senior or 2-year-old bull. The young man with the big bull up here in front is going to be reserve. There is a tremendous amount of difference in those bulls. But if somebody's coming to your place, looking for bulls, I think that this bull here would be the first one to leave the pen.
Okay, your champion junior bull went to lot 98, Bradshaw's Insight, 8939. That is consigned by Danny Bradshaw, Bradshaw Angus, Hubbard, Iowa. Reserve went to Double C High Country, 20 WF. He is consigned by Double C Stock Farms, New Sharon, Iowa. We will now be showing our champion bull. So I gotta go.
I don't know, Chris. He might put this bull right. Well, no. Never mind. This bull ain't making it. On the leads.
We are now showing our grand champion bull. Our winner in our first division, late junior bull calf champion, went to 53. That's Moffat Insight, 1905. Reserve in that division was 51. G&E Bankroll, 4910, consigned by Richard Bieber and Son, Waukon, Iowa. Next in would be lot 62. That is CB Sky High 910. He's your intermediate junior champion bull, consigned by Cassidy Becker and Becker Angus. Reserve was 54, which was Hart's Casino 943, 439, consigned by Gatlin Rogers, Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa. Then we did early junior bull calf, which is 76. And that is Jensen Gemstone 913, consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus. Reserve in that division was 63X, Jensen Blue Chip 913. Then we go on to Senior Bull, which was lot 88. He is Plum Creek Inside 8233, consigned by Matt Anderson and Plum Creek Angus. Reserve in that division was 91. Hartzell Dixie Casino 831Y 731. He is consigned by Hartzell Angus, Moscow, Iowa. And then your intermediate champion bull was lot 94, RNC Cattleman's Class 8117. Consigned by Lauren Barker, RNC Angus, Monticello, Iowa. And your winner of your last division, the junior champion bull, was 98. Bradshaw's Insight 8939, consigned by Danny Bradshaw and Bradshaw Angus. And reserve went to 95, Double C High Country, 20 WF.
Before I pick your champion bull, I'd like to say I've been down here quite a few years. I don't get here every year, but a lot of times I get down here and get out of the People's Republic of Wisconsin. But I get down and I think what I've seen in this lineup of bulls and females that you've turned up the heat. And I think also, going to this Sunday deal is going to work out real well for you. You never know, but you don't have to, if it wasn't broke, you didn't need to fix it, so I think you made a good move. Before I pick your champion bull, I'd like to thank the association for having me come here. I'd like to thank the beautiful ring assistants, and of course Trish for keeping all the records and keeping me on track. Every year when I came down here, it was always nice to talk to Gary Eichhorn. So I'd like to congratulate his family for having Herdsman or Producer of the Year thing, and surely a good guy, and certainly a guy that I'm going to miss. So before I pick the bulls here, there's some differences in them. I'm going to pick a bull out here that I liked him in class, I liked him in division, and we don't have to agree, but I like some things that this bull does. He's powerful, he gets around well, and he's probably a changer. Not to say that some of these others aren't going to be changers, but I really like this bull, and after we see the reserve in that division, we'll figure out what's going to be the reserve. Thank you.
Let's give our judge a round of applause for his hard work today. Your grand champion bull was lot 88, Plum Creek Inside 8233. Congratulations to Matt Anderson and Plum Creek Angus.
This reserve champion bull deal is a little bit harder for me. I'm looking here in the middle of the class, and there's 3 bulls that I wouldn't be afraid to take home and turn out myself. I have to think about which one would bring the most good to everybody, in my simple little opinion. But I'm going to pick one that I'm real comfortable with. But let me just say that there's certainly, it's just one man's opinion, and I think and other people might do it another way, but it's my turn today. Thank you.
Reserve Grand went to Jensen Gemstone, 914, lot 76. Consigned by Cale Jensen, Jensen Angus, Plainfield, Iowa. Do we have any get of sires? That is what we're down to. Okay. We do have one entry for our Get a Sire. They do receive this traveling trophy and a banner, and the sire is KF Renegade 534308. That is, they are owned by Knopp Angus Farm.